All right, hello and welcome everybody back to the Springtime Ultimania Free-for-All Tournament 3rd edition yet again. Here for the second day of our quarterfinals matchups. We have a match coming in right now, Mini Sora versus Architev. I would like to apologize for the delay on the stream. That is kind of my fault. I had some technical difficulties on my end, and since I am commentating by myself, we could not start the stream until I was ready. So without further ado, I will be the commentator for this match. I'm the Toaster, and we're going to be looking at Mini Sora versus Architev, whose bans have, or whose roles have already been done because we did not end up starting the stream before the warm-ups happened. For a recap, we had Mini Sora with an 82, and Architev with a 72, I believe. So that means that Mini Sora did win. Architev gets first ban, and Mini Sora gets second ban. Architev goes with a ban on Ivory and Ebony, and Mini Sora bans out Recession. So we got one long note choice and one SV choice going out of the gate right away. And because of that ban, I'm sure Mini Sora decided right away just to take advantage of that long note weakness that Architev likely has by going with a first choice of Dolphin Talk. Now, in case anyone is unaware of the situation that this match is in, this is the second match of the quarterfinals for both of these players. Though Architev did have a win by default last time, but they are in the losers bracket, which means that whoever loses this match will be eliminated from the tournament, and the winner will move on to the losers bracket side of semifinals, and will come back next weekend to play that map pool. All right, and here we go. Map number 1 out of a possible 11 for these quarterfinals, starting with Dolphin Talk. Now, right out of the gate, I could expect Mini Sora to do noticeably better on something like this, just because Architev has gone in the past to have noticeable weaknesses in terms of long notes, and we're already seeing a bit of that with some accuracy drops right out of the gate, especially with these short LNs, not having a good time with those, dropping 200s on almost every single one. I don't know if that's just not knowing that they're short long notes and being out of practice, or just being really uncomfortable with the staccato type playstyle. Either way, Architev dropping down to the 95 range, almost not even holding an S rank anymore, whereas Mini Sora still holding in the mid 99s. Huge lead for him already, not even a quarter of the way through the map. Coming into the first chorus of this song, with some heavier releases than we saw before. Architev starting to improve his accuracy, but some of those staccatos and releases in general definitely throwing him off a lot. Mini Sora just playing through it like a beast, still holding on to that mid 99%. Architev continuing to drop combo a lot, and the accuracy fare too well for him if he wants to at least have a chance at this map, but at this point, I don't know how well Architev expected to do in comparison to Mini Sora on these kinds of maps. And going into this small break section, we have about a 70,000 point lead in favor of Mini Sora right now, maybe a little bit more, closer to 75,000. But going into this last quarter, I don't really see much happening to Mini Sora that would lead to Architev getting a point on this map. Likely a very good choice on Mini Sora's side, as long as nothing catastrophic happened. And as long as he holds on relatively well for the rest of the map, there really isn't too much that can happen. Going into a repeat of the first chorus. Very ending of the song. Minisora still holding off that 99, though with a drop right there, dropping a little bit of accuracy, but not going to be nearly enough with almost 100,000 points of lead in favor of Minisora. Absolutely dominating victory for him on this first point. Ended up with 104,000 points of difference. Definitely showing some major prowess on the long notes in comparison to Architev, and really that's what you have to expect when you can, maybe not expect fully when you see a long note ban, but if someone bans a long note map, you can expect them to be at least a little bit uncomfortable with them, or knowing that their opponent is going to be better than them at that kind of map. And Architev's choice now, he's got to go with something that is going to give him the best chance. And honestly, that might end up being the denser jump stream chart. I don't really remember the name of it off the top of my head. But, oh, okay. He goes with everything will freeze. Again, not a bad choice at all. It's pretty similar to... Oh, maybe not. He's probably going for negative 273.15 degrees freezing. Is probably what he wanted instead. I mean, all three of them are jump stream choices. They have different types of jump stream and speeds and whatnot, but either way, they're probably Architev's best picks overall. Just giving him the opportunity to show off any accuracy or speed that he has in comparison to Minisora. And we'll have to see if that accuracy is able to pay off and get him a point here. All right, and here we go. Pick number 2, negative 273.15 freezing Maelstrom, a map by Electon. Almost undoubtedly the easiest chart in the pool. I do not expect either of these players to have any major problems. It'll just basically be an accuracy and ratio battle throughout the entirety of its lifespan. And right out of the gate, it looks like Architect has a small advantage, but it's not enough to really matter right now. 200s at that, with this difference in ratio, will mean basically everything for this match. Minisora taking a small lead now, but haven't gotten into the denser jump stream. Once we get into that, we'll probably see some more 300s, some more accuracy drops in general. And that's what we're going to have to watch out for, see who drops more accuracy through these patterns. Not looking like too much of a difference in accuracy through the beginning of this section, though. They are both dropping just a small amount, 0.07% of the accuracy difference between them right now. Architect seems to be dropping a little bit faster, but Minisora with his hitting really early, actually. Not giving Architect very much room at the moment to make mistakes, but he's also not giving himself a lot of room to make mistakes either. Still just 0.07% of difference. Any 200 drops will either increase or decrease this score gap by a significant amount right now. Any mistakes matter. Ooh, but that third, 1/3 split jump trill, catching Archetype a little bit off guard. Didn't drop any 200s, but dropping enough regular 300s to increase that accuracy difference to about 0.1%. Still very, very close at the moment. They'll come down to this ending stream and see if either the player's stamina catches up to them through this really long ending stream. Looks like Archetype's making a little bit of ground back on Mini Sora, only 0.09% of difference, but it is decreasing in terms of both of their accuracies just a little bit. Or just has to hold on to his accuracy and combo right now, and I think he has this, but these patterns make it really easy to misread and drop 200s and even just combo break, so even coming to the end, it's still anyone's game. But coming out of that, looks like Mini Sora will hold on to his accuracy and his combo and is going to be able to take his second point in the match right away, getting that immediate break point, and Archetype dropping on that last roll, only handing Mini Sora the lead yet again. But that is going to be the second point in the match, and I'd expect another long note chart to come out, either Rocket or on the FM just straight away. I don't expect anything else, just given the results of Dolphin Talk. Almost exactly 10-to-1 ratio by Mini Sora. Solid. And yep, Mini Sora goes with On the FM as his next pick, as expected. And I mean, at this point, Mini Sora's match life is pretty much decided, just at least in terms of his own picks. Given Archetype's performance on the long note charts, much else that Mini Sora would want to pick, that because these are basically free wins from Mini Sora's eyes. But here we go. We got the I think that's Ruby. I don't know. I haven't watched the show, but they look. The one in the right looks like Weiss. Anyways, starting off right away, Archetype not having fun on that opening inverse, but Mini Sora also finding some pretty big issues right there, bring his accuracy down to the low S, but bringing it back up. Archetype is also back to the S rank now, though that pattern just pushed him back below that S threshold, building it up yet again. Neither of these players seem to be doing particularly well accuracy-wise, but Mini Sora with the huge advantage in terms of just LN skill in general is building up a huge lead right now. Mini Sora does seem to be improving his accuracy through the latter half. Archetype also doing the same, but not quite to the extent that Mini Sora is. Still about almost 3% of the difference between the two players, and almost 100,000 points of difference, similar to Dolphin Talk from earlier. Just a huge advantage for Mini Sora on the long note charts. And there it is, Minisora getting his 3rd point in the match. Back to Architev's pick. And here is where I either expect the other elect on that, the dense one, or everything will freeze. Or he goes with Glucagon. Going for the Jack approach. I actually don't know how good Minisora is, so this could be a solid pick. I also don't really know how good Architev is at Jacks either. So it's kind of a mystery as to what's going to happen, but given that Architev is pretty speedy in general, I'd expect him to do at least respectably well on this, but we'll just have to see how this goes. Right out of the gate, Architect does have some issues with accuracy, but also finds a combo break right at the start. Minisora also finding some accuracy drops, but not dropping combo like Architect did twice now. Over 1% of difference in accuracy already because of those 2 drops right at the beginning. Granted, there aren't really... I would say that the beginning patterns in this map are some of the harder ones, with the 4-note jacks just anchored with other patterns around it, so he should be able to at least improve his accuracy from here on out, but I don't know if he's going to be able to match up with Minisora, since he is also in the same boat where he kind of messed up at the beginning but is bringing his accuracy back. More of these patterns coming back. Slightly easier this time around, though. Also shorter. Both players getting through it just fine. Architect his accuracy back up at the 99 threshold, but Minisora inching towards that 99.65 range is not giving Architect any room to come back. And Architect finding another combo break right there as he was actually inching towards that 99% threshold yet again. And another break is only going to increase that Sora. Minisora still holding on to that full combo with pretty impressive accuracy too. 99.65 going into this break right before the final PI of the map. 32,000 points in favor of him, and it would take something catastrophic yet again for him to lose that lead. Architect still unable to bring his accuracy up to that 99 threshold, and Minisora looks like he is going to have a pretty safe 4th point right here, going back right into his own pick yet again. Oh, but with that, there's a drop from Minisora in combo, but I still don't think that's going to be enough. So close to the end, with Architect also finding drops right in this ending section, and accuracy being highly in favor of Minisora. That is still going to be a 4th point for him. Back to his own pick, I expect the last long no pick to come out, Rocket. And he immediately chooses it. Not surprising at all. All right, and here we go. Pick number 5 for Oda Mini-Sora. If he wins this, he will be on match point. Though Shorelon's not treating Architect very well in the beginning, similar to what Dolphin Talk was doing to him. His accuracy still holding up, but I assume that's going to change here given his performance on the other ones, though not too big accuracy drops so far, though it is now starting to drop a lot of 200s. Down to the 97s, with Mini-Sora still holding up at the 99 range. No combo breaks quite yet, though. Just a huge accuracy advantage in favor of Mini-Sora right now. Ooh, but there's a combo break right at the end of this section from Architev. Dropping below the 97 threshold and giving Mini-Sora even more of a score advantage, about 40,000 points now. And still one more major LN section left to go. I really don't see anything happening to Mini-Sora that would give Architev the lead back. And here we go, second Ki. Architev immediately finding a combo break, although Mini-Sora did find a combo break in that break section. It does not matter enough because of the 2 percentage points of difference in their accuracies. And coming in right into the ending, Mini-Sora holds on to his 99% and takes that 5th point in the match. Match point for Mini-Sora, but on Architev's pick, he's going to pick for his life. And he goes for Scatman. I'm a Scatman. And possibly the last pick of the match, unless Architev can pull something out and take that point from Mini-Sora. Gotta play for his life in this tournament now, or else he will be knocked out. And whoever does lose this match overall will still place in the top 16 for this tournament. So still impressive, but I'm sure both of these players want to move on to semifinals at this point. So still got to keep yourself going. Some 200 drops in that opening stream. Architev taking actually a miss now, too. Not going to fare well for him at the low 99 range with a combo break. Mini-Sora holding up in the mid 99s now. With a full combo still through this early section, except now it's not. I'm sorry. Still holding an accuracy lead. Not as much as some of these other maps have been showing us, but still enough to give Mini-Sora a sizable lead, about 5,000 points right now. Though Architev with some combo breaks right now is not helping his case of holding on against Mini-Sora.
we be pleasing any politician reasons would try to cheat the seasons if they could. The state of the condition insults my intuition and it only makes me crazy and a heart like wood. Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, don't let nothing hold you back. If the scat man can do it, brother, so can you. I'm the scat man.
All right, coming into the second chorus of this song, Minisaur with a 0.7% accuracy, leading about 15,000 point lead, but that break will shrink that lead just a little bit. Jack's not treating Architect well right there, finding a combo break on his own, but Minisaur following suit, so that score lead isn't going to change too much, though the accuracy favoring Minisaur will give him an advantage in terms of just opening up that score lead. About 0.5% of accuracy difference between the two players going into this next chorus. Neither player really having too many problems with the polyrhythm, some accuracy drops, but no major combo breaks on these trills. It's usually a problem with the jacks that are coming out with these two players. Oh, but Minisaur finding a few breaks right there, actually. Score lead is actually pretty small right now. Accuracy only different by about 0.4 with that break from Architect now, though. Got 10,000 points. Still something that you could make up depending on how breaks go through this last chorus. But it looks like Minisaur does not want to give up this victory. Holding on to his accuracy and his combo right now. If nothing bad happens in this ending, it looks like he's going to take his 6th point in the match. And that will be his victory with that break from Architect, finishing up his tournament life. Minisaur takes the match with a clean sweep, 6-0 against Architect. And with that, Minisaur will move on to losers semifinals next weekend, and Architect will be unfortunately knocked out of the tournament. And Architect has already left the lobby. But yeah, that is going to be it for that match. We do have another match for this block, but I do not know if we're going to keep the stream open for it. If anyone's interested, Minisaur will now be facing, hold on, looks like the loser between Pancho and Lothis. Yes, that is what it looks like right now. So Minisaur will face the winner between Pancho and Lothis next weekend for his first match in the semifinals. And other than that, we do have one more match coming up in about 15 minutes. Like I said, it will be Mitros versus AM Duskia, a match that I'm sure is going to be very interesting given that it's basically Rice accuracy versus LN accuracy. So pretty exciting match to see. So, and I do believe we're going to be shutting off the stream for the 15 minutes before that happens. And I do also believe that we are going to be switching commentators because I have a match soon, so I have to prepare for that. But with that, make sure you stick around for this next match and possibly also my match, which is happening in about 2 hours from now. And after that, there will be one more match before the map pool showcase, I believe. So not too much left of this weekend. Matches left to be played are Pancho versus Lothis, myself versus Dot, AM Duskia versus Mitros, and Jesus versus Trouble, as versus Electro, I think. So that's 5 matches we still have left. So not too many matches left for this weekend. But with that, stick around and come back for this next match. You definitely don't want to miss it. See you guys around.